Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Surprise! This is not a Sunday video, but just a random little fun video that I decided to throw in during the week. I really want to try making 2 videos a week, but I don't want to say that as an official thing, just in case it doesn't happen. But for this week, I am doing my bullet journal video. So if you've been following me for a while, you might have known that I had a bullet journal back in 2017, and I have it with me right over here. And yeah, I used to make plan with me videos, but it just ended up getting really stressful for me, so I stopped doing it. But it is 2019, and I'm back. Because I just started my bullet journal for the month of November, I did end up creating a whole upfront part for 2019, and then I started in November, and I'll probably start 2020 in the same notebook just because that is what makes sense. But yeah, so you guys will see me plan all of this, and I just want to put a disclaimer that a lot of it is inspired by my friend Amanda from Amanda Rachel Lee, and my daily spreads are inspired by Ashley from Best Dressed, and then my overall layout and design is honestly inspired by my old bullet journal videos, and I just kind of copied what I did then and transferred it into my new one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video and let me know what you think. Hey guys, what's up? I'm so excited to be doing bullet journaling videos again. First of all, my notebook that I'll be using is from Stationery Island. It has dotted pages just like the Leuchtturm one. And yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as that one. But anyway, let's just get started. I am doing my entire 2019 upfront spreads because even though I'm starting my bullet journal in November, I still really wanted to have that upfront and that foundation in the beginning. What I'm starting off with is just a little cover page. I ended up just writing Shirley Mack's planner. I know, kind of boring, kind of generic. But yeah, I just made it a little fake calligraphy style and called it a day. So for my first couple of pages, I decided to do a future log or a yearly log and basically just write out all of the different months in the year and also draw a couple lines to the right of them so I could write down important dates. In terms of my dates, I did color code them, so I used a yellow marker for special events in terms of holidays like Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Christmas, etc. I used the color pink for birthdays, and then I used the color blue for traveling, and I used the color purple for any special things. So for example, this year I graduated in June, so I highlighted that date in purple. So after filling that out, I really wanted to write my 2019 goals, and I realized that I actually don't think I wrote any down. Instead, this year what I did was create a more list and a less list. So it's a very simple concept. Basically just on a sheet of paper, I had 2 columns. One side was more, one side was less. And so for 2019, for example, I wanted more veggies, self-love, movement, mindfulness, learning, creating, friendships, traveling, risks, speaking up, strangers, reading, and more gratitude. And I wanted less judgment, less impulse buys, less pressure, less clutter, comparison, procrastination, lateness, and fear. And I really liked this concept when I came across it because I just feel like it really simplified the whole goal setting process. I feel like it can be really easy to just put a lot of pressure on ourselves to create the best goals and super smart goals and all that stuff. And so just having it very plain and simple, I want to do more of this and less of this, made it super easy for me. And then to the right of that, I just created a 2019 bucket list, and I guess you can think of this as more of a fun goals page, but yeah, I thought it'd be fun to include that. And of course, if you guys didn't know, I love reading. I'm a huge bookworm, but I'm really sad because I haven't been able to read as much as I would like to, especially after high school. I did not read nearly as much as I used to, but I created a reading list page, and on this page I just really want to document all of the books that I've read in the year and also write down my ratings. So far in 2019 I've read 24 books, which honestly not bad, but hopefully I can fill up this page by the end of 2019. And next, I wanted to create an analytics page. So this page was just for my personal documentation of how my numbers are doing on YouTube and Instagram and Google Analytics for my blog. And yeah, I just created little columns for each month of the year, and then I can write down my numbers for all of them. And then at the bottom, I just wrote down a little reminder for myself that it's not always about the numbers, and I'm growing in many, many other ways. This next spread is literally just copied off of my friend Amanda's, but she created this year in Polaroids or something like that kind of spread, and I just loved that concept so much, so I really wanted to do it as well. So I just created my year in photos and created these little boxes for where I can put photos. So a photo that really summed up that month for me, or just of a really good memory from that month, and I'm really excited to print them and just start pasting them in. And that wraps up my 2019 spreads. Now moving on to my monthly spread. So it is the month of November, and I wanted to do these little bubble letters, and honestly, you guys, you like cannot even tell, but it took me forever to finally get the spacing down, but finally got it down, and I decided to just draw balloons because it is my birthday month and I didn't know what else to do. I really wanted to do something really fall and autumn-y, but honestly I was really tired, so I didn't do that, and my balloons low-key came out a little janky, but it's fine. We're all here to learn and just to have fun. I'm also trying really hard not to be a perfectionist about my bullet journal, because that was a large reason why I stopped bullet journaling, because I just wanted everything to be perfect. So definitely messed up a lot, but it's okay. Next, I have my monthly spread, as well as my cat, who, I don't know, so she just decided to sleep right next to me when I was doing this, so you guys will see half her body this entire time. But yes, so I did my monthly spread, which I like to keep very minimal and simple and just clear and to the point. So I just drew squares, or I just drew boxes and wrote out all the dates, and I already wrote down some important dates and highlighted them according to the color code that I mentioned earlier. So next, I really wanted to create a habit tracker, and I just kept it super simple. I wrote out 2 boxes and had all the dates of the month in them, and the 4 things that I wanted to track this month were exercise, sleeping before 12, reading, and eating at home. And then to the right of that, I just created a brain dump page, and yeah, it is literally what it is called. I'm just gonna write whatever I need to on that page. Moving on to my weekly spread, I am trying this new thing compared to my old bullet journals, so hopefully it works, but I just created a column on the left side of the page and wrote down all of the dates for the week, and in the boxes, I'm just writing any like special appointments that I have or any other events that I might be attending that week, just so I get a good overview of the entire week without having to flip through all of my like daily spreads. And then to the right of that column, I'm just leaving it blank for me to also have more room to write down whatever I need, so it's kind of like a mini brain dump. Alright, on to my daily spread. So this is super different from what I used to do, and this was largely inspired, and honestly, I just copied Ashley from Best Dressed. I copied her bullet journal layout because I actually really liked it. So what I did was, on the right side of the page, I wrote out the times. So it goes from 6 a.m. until 11 p.m. And then to the left of that, I created a task list, and I only numbered 1 to 7. And this one was, I don't know if this was why Ashley did it, but I like the idea of having 7 tasks because of the Ivy Lee method. And the Ivy Lee method is basically where you just write down your tasks for the day and then you number them in order of priority, but you only get to number 6 or 7 of them. And I used to do this when I was in college, and it helped so much. It helped me prioritize what had to be done and what I just needed to finish. And so anyway, that's what I did for the top portion of the task list. And then the bottom section I just wrote as etc. tasks. So any other like mini errand things that I might need to do, I just dumped them in there. So yeah, I just ended up doing that for the rest of the week. And after Sunday, since there was an extra little space, I just wrote it as an etc. section. So again, like a mini brain dump. And yeah, I just ended up doing this for the entire month because this was also another reason why I stopped bullet journaling. I just would get so stressed out because I would only draw up 1 week. And by the end of the week, I would get stressed out because I didn't have the next week filled out, and I couldn't plan next week until I had next week's all like laid out and everything. So to prevent that this time around, I just decided to write out the whole month, and I'm really glad I did that because I feel like it definitely takes a lot of stress off of my shoulders. And then to wrap up the month, I'm doing a November reflections page. I'm only keeping it to 1 page right now, but who knows, maybe it'll take up 2 pages, but this is just a page for me to maybe write down any special moments that happened during the month, or just at the end of the month, just dump all of my thoughts on how the month went and everything like that onto this page, and maybe even put in pictures. I don't know. I'm trying not to have too much of a structure with this and just have fun with it and, you know, just have a great time with it. But yeah, so that is my entire bullet journal. I'm just gonna do a quick little flip through to show you guys what the entire month looks like. So again, this is my cover page, and then I have my monthly spread, and then I have my habit tracker. And you guys didn't see this, but I actually made the bottom section a YouTube section. So here I just want to write down my video ideas and also my video schedule for the month. And then I have my brain dump, of course, and then my weekly spread and my daily spread, and repeat until we get to the end where I have my November reflections. So that is how I ended up doing my bullet journal and how I laid everything out for the month of November. I'm super excited to start doing these videos again just because I did miss doing them, honestly. But if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe because I do have a new video coming out this Sunday and every Sunday, and maybe even a fun little extra video during the week. But feel free to follow me on Instagram as well. I'm just over at ClassifiedCloset. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of days on Sunday, so be sure to subscribe, and I'll talk to you then. Bye!